Hey everyone, it's Renee Davis here on my channel, She Sparks Change, where the goal is to spark a change in your mindset that will then spark a change in your life. Today, I'm going to be talking about weights. Now, what in the world do weights have to do with you? Well, you'll just have to stay tuned to find out. So, sit back, relax, and let's all take a few minutes to get inspired. In one of the very first videos I did on YouTube, I talked about my short-lived dreams to become a basketball star and the fact that I tried out for the basketball team in middle school. Well, if you saw that video, you know I didn't necessarily make it, and that was okay, because I ended up finding another sport, which was track and field, which I actually, I became pretty okay at. I ran in middle school, and then I went on to run in high school. And one of the things that I remember is that, especially as a sprinter, in order for us to run our very best race, we were always striving to be as light as possible. So that meant that on days that we had our meets, we weren't wearing our heavy sweats or sweatshirts, we weren't wearing extra bulky clothes, but we had outfits on that were especially engineered to make us as light as possible. The whole point being that the lighter that we were, the less that we had to carry, the more of a guarantee that we had of running effectively, running our best, and actually winning the race. That actually reminds me of a verse in the Bible. It comes from Hebrews chapter 12, verse 1, and it says, "Therefore, since we are surrounded by such a crowd of witnesses to the life of faith, let us strip off every weight that slows us down, especially the sin that so easily trips us up, and let us run with endurance the race God has set before us." Well, that basically means that as much as I try to be as light as possible running my actual races, I also want to be as light as possible as I run after my dreams and my desires, as I run after my aspirations in life. I don't want to be carrying around weights. I don't want to be carrying around baggage, right? And so what type of weights do we often carry on this journey called life as we go after our purpose? Well, sometimes we carry around this heavy weight, at least heavy for me, of fear, where we're so scared of what could possibly happen, what's in the unknown. And so because we're carrying around this weight of fear, we slow down. A lot of us also carry around this weight of doubt, right? We're doubting, do we have what it takes? Do we have enough? Are we purposed to actually do this, or are we just living in la la land? What in the world can we do with what we have? And so we have this doubt, right? We also have sometimes the weight of comparison. We're always looking, am I good enough? When I compare myself to this person, they seem like they got it together. I feel like I don't. Or when I look at this person, they seem like they've accomplished so much and I haven't, and so we carry around this weight of comparison. Or maybe for you, you may be carrying around this weight of discouragement, where you're always having this negative thinking. You're always thinking the worst. This is never going to work out. This is not going to happen. So-and-so tried it before and they failed, and I'm gonna fail too. Before you know it, you have all of these weights that you're carrying and you're trying to run your race, but clearly you're not getting there anytime soon. Why? Because you're carrying weights that so easily beset you. So the whole point is, let it go. Let go of the discouragement, let go of the fear, let go of the doubt. Let all of that go so that you can run your race as effectively as possible. You have dreams to go after. We have a stretch that we're going towards. And we can't do that with all these extra weights hanging on to us. In that verse, it talks about a crowd of witnesses being around. And that doesn't necessarily mean that you're constantly worried about what other people think as they see you run your race. But what it means is that there are people watching you. They're watching the life of faith that you have. They're watching how much faith does she really have, or does he really have in God to accomplish what they said that they were going to do. And so as they watch you, you ought to run your race so effectively that you can encourage others to know that they too can have faith in the very purpose that God has set before them. So that's just a little bit to encourage you. It's all about shedding those weights. Maybe you have some past weights from 2016 that you still need to get rid of. I'm telling you, going and losing weight isn't just about going to the gym, though that's a good thing, but sometimes it's about losing some mental weights so that we can run our best race yet. I hope you guys are encouraged. I know I am. And I'm so glad that you came to join me on another Tuesday where you can get inspiration and be encouraged to live your best life. Have a fabulous day. Know that I love you with a love that only comes from the one up above. And until next time, bye guys.